am so excited to be here again. This is the Healing Heart channel with Dr. NJ. As you know, we are here to take your burning questions concerning your relationship. We are here to talk about those confusing moments that you have with your significant other, things that you don't understand. We're here to just, decipher them, talk about them, go deep and just open them up and find out what's going on. We're here to help you. This is Dr. NJ. I have several questions that you all have sent me. We're going to dig right into it just after this break.
Maggie? No, crayfish and palm oil. There is high demand for these products. We sell it at wholesale price so you can resell to make more money. Sunny Uso and Company. We have been in business for a while now and our customers have been so wonderful. Need any of these products? Maggie? No, crayfish and palm oil. We have it all at wholesale price. Call 713-922-2968 or come to 9898 Business Street, Suite 430N, Houston, Texas 77036, or email us at sunnyibrahim2000@yahoo.com. Call us to cater for your guests. We are also number one in catering services only for other and events. Oil services. Ask us now or go to www.psgoilservices.com. Maggie? No, crayfish and palm oil. We have it all. Sunny Uso and Company. We go miles to put smiles on your face.
Okay, we're back. I promise you we have all these questions. This first question here, let me read this. This is from someone named Gloria. Gloria says, Dr. NJ, I appreciate the helpful advice you give to people and may God bless you. Well, Gloria, thank you. May God bless you too. Gloria says, my problem is that I'm going through an excruciating heartbreak because I refuse to have sex with my partner, even though I love him so much. My best friend is on a romantic relationship right now, and also one of my friends called me a loser because of my stand. I don't know whether I'm in the right track again because it seems that sex is now a proof of love. Dr. NJ, help me. Am I doing the right thing? Okay, Gloria. Let's just say that this is a personal matter. This is something that you decided to do. But what I want to say before I even, start to answer your question, Gloria, is did you discuss this with your partner? Is this something that both of you agreed to do? Well, obviously not, because you're talking about excruciating heartbreak. Did he leave you because of that? And at what point? How long did you date before he decided that, to him, enough is enough? You're saying no is enough because he's not interested in that type of relationship that you obviously wanted. So let's assume that you never had this kind of agreement with him, and then you just brought it on to him right into the relationship and he says, oh no, I didn't bargain for this. Is that what happened, Gloria? I don't know because you really don't say this. But now let me say this to you, Gloria. Like I first started with, this is a personal matter. It could be coming from your religious background. It could be coming from your social background. It could be coming from the way that you were raised, maybe you're old school. And I say that old school, not, with any pun intended, and definitely not as a bad thing. But, in 2021, there's so much that's going on, people do all kinds of things as if there are no barriers, as if there's no rule to what should obtain, especially between the sexes, between a man and a woman. There's so many things that are just going on. Things are just becoming so pervasive in our society. And I don't blame you for still wanting to hold on to your values because those are values. okay? Those are things that you, Gloria, have decided that you want. And nobody should knock you for that. There's nothing wrong with that, Gloria, okay? So what I'm saying to you, though, is when you are going into the next relationship, if assuming this one is already over, you really want to make sure that your partner understands where you are coming from in this, and your partner should be able to share some of your values, even if not all, but which ones are most important to you. Your partner should be able to respect that. Your partner should be able to understand that. Your partner should be able to work with you on those things that are important to you. That's what relationship is about. That's what love is about, okay? But if your partner is, somewhere in the high sea and you are somewhere on land, then you are not meeting in where you're supposed to meet, Gloria, then that's not good. That is a recipe for disaster. You understand what I'm saying to you? So what I'm going to say to you now is, if he doesn't understand those values, you don't need to be heartbroken. Maybe that's good riddance, okay? Because somewhere down the line, it's going to come up. And if it keeps coming up and it's ugly, it's going to just boomerang. And who knows what's going to happen when you are now married. Because there are some other values that you will have. Now, there are values that he has too, okay, that may not be yours. This is why you need common ground. This is why you need a discussion. This is why you need to agree on the things that you want out of a relationship. And you need to be talking to him to know whether you're on the same page, okay? So what I'm saying again, Gloria, is you don't need to be heartbroken. I mean, I understand how disappointed you might be feeling, that maybe you thought this was the one, maybe you thought he agreed with you, or maybe you failed to communicate and he never saw your point in this, and now he left you, okay? He left you. But what I'm saying, Gloria, is it's not the end of the world. There's going to be someone out there who understands exactly what you are trying to protect, will understand how to work with you, will be patient with you, and will wait until your night together when you finally get married. You understand? All right? So it's not so much of a bad thing. All right, Gloria. Will write me again. Let me know if you found a new man who appreciates those values, and we will come back to you, okay? All right, now let's take the next question here. And this one says, hello, Unji girl. I love your column and thank you for the good works and answers you give to people. I don't know if you can tell me why most men nowadays won't want to date virgins. Okay, this is just like Gloria again. Maybe this is what's going on in society now. And why does it sound strange when you tell a guy that you're a virgin? I'm 24 years old and I am from Texas, brought up in a godly home, being taught that the best gift to give to your husband is your virginity. And now I keep hearing so many things like virgins are not good in bed, they might never get pregnant, and etc. It is all putting me in a confused state. I am based in Houston. I also would like for you to send me phone numbers of anyone that you think shares my belief. Your advice is needed. Thank you, Jenny. All right, I have to laugh at that one. Jenny, this is a Healing Heart channel, Jenny. We're not a matchmaking service, Jenny. So I don't have any numbers to give to you. But I do appreciate your question, and definitely thank you for thanking me about the good work that we do on this channel. But Jenny, just like I was talking to Gloria, during the last few minutes, Gloria had also written about the same thing. And in her case, she said she was heartbroken. Now, yours, Jenny, is just to understand why men don't see any value in being a virgin until your wedding night, right, Jenny? Well, again, this is something about the society we live in today. Things are very fast paced. It's a microwave generation. Nobody wants to wait. You find young people, teenagers even, who are also engaging in what I call adult things, right? And that's just the society that we live in today, Jenny. It's not about is it right or is it wrong. It's about your values, okay? It's about what do you believe, Jenny? It's about what do you want to do? How do you want your spouse or your significant other to view you? To how do you think that you want your relationship to be? Are you dating someone who shares the same values as you do? Are you hanging with those kinds of people that share values that you share? People who believe in what you believe in, people who respect your ideas and your ideologies. That's really what it's about, okay? Because if not, you're going to run into all kinds of people. And there are people who are going to convince you that what you know to be right is not right. Okay, you say you're from Houston, you're from a godly home, so I'm assuming that you probably raised in the church and that you know what is right from wrong according to those biblical values. So if those are your values, maintain them, Jenny. Don't let no one, do not let anyone take them away from you. If that's what you believe in, then I say stick to it, okay? And date someone or find someone who shares the same values. All right. Now, it's definitely a myth about virgins are not good in bed or virgins will never get pregnant. Well, if you're a virgin, then you have no business getting pregnant, right? Right, Jenny? But that does not mean that when you finally get married to the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you are not going to enjoy a happy married life that that's promising and that is healthy. Okay, there are so many things that both of you will learn together on how to please each other. All right, so Jenny, it's okay. If your belief and your core value system is no sex before marriage, do not be swayed by someone to not continue to be who you are and who who just wants to abstain until marriage. It's a good thing. So I want to say congratulations, Jenny. Okay? All right. So we're going to go to our next break and we'll come back.
Cool. 13 minutes.
Okay. Good. I plotted, yeah, good.
Okay, now,
Yes.
here we go again. We're going to come back from the break. I want you to pick up your tempo a little bit and loosen up because you kind of,
A little stiff today?
yeah, you over controlling yourself.
Okay.
Have fun. Have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, coming back from the second break. In 5, 4.
Okay, we're back from the break and we're going to take two more questions. I have this question from Betty. And, it's so amazing that all the questions for this episode talks about sex and being a virgin and, wanting to wait until I do. Okay, so we have Miss Betty. Miss Betty says, Dear Dr. NJ, I want to use this medium to thank you for the way you have been helping individuals in relationship matters. To cut the long story short, I'm supposedly engaged to a guy. I am 24 and he is 31 years old. We plan getting married this year, but something bad is happening. His ex-girlfriend knew about our engagement and has been pestering him to leave me and come back to her. Since then, he has been confused because he promised marriage to that lady, but she left him and went overseas. Well, I have access to his Facebook account and I saw the kind of chats they have been having. I confronted him and he apologized, but I and said I should give him time. So I told him that if he needs time to propose to me, then I'm only giving him 2 weeks. What do I do? Because I feel like I'm losing him. All right. Thanks so much, Betty. Okay, Betty. Um, so Betty, well, first of all, Betty, let me talk about you having access to his Facebook account and going into his Facebook and reading the conversations that he's having with this girl. First, Betty, I want to say to you that snooping, it's not always a good thing because you are bound to find something that you do not want to find. In this case, you did. You went to his Facebook. That's his privacy. Okay. I don't know, how both of you handle things, but I really believe in giving your partner some privacy. Okay, and that includes going into his account. I don't think you should be doing that, his social media account, Facebook and stuff like that. I also don't know why women want to pick up their spouse's phone and dig in to find out his messages, to find out who he's chatting up or who he's talking to and all of that stuff. For me, I really do not like that. You understand what I'm saying, Betty? That doesn't mean that you're giving him like like leeway, or that you're just giving him a free ride. I just don't know that it's important for you to, go into each other's private lives. Now, don't get me wrong, you're in a relationship. I do understand that. But I think that each of you are individuals, and you were individuals before you met, and you continue to be your own individuals, even though you are a couple. There are some things and sometimes that he needs his space and you need your space too. Okay, so that's on that Facebook side. Now, you also said something about you're giving him time to propose to you, and you said 2 weeks. 2 weeks to make up his mind to spend the rest of his life with you. You know what, Betty? Because that comes with your relationship. It comes with every day knowing you, dealing with you, both of you sharing things and deciding that I do want to spend the rest of my life with this person. I don't think it needs to be timed. I don't think 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks. You're putting him like on kind on a jump schedule, right? That's what I call the fire brigade mentality. Hey, now do this now, do this now. No, you really don't need to tell him, give him an ultimatum and just give him 2 weeks. It tells me that this relationship is probably not going anywhere. It tells me that both of you, that you have trust issues in your relationship. It also tells me that he is also reconsidering being with you for the rest of his life, because he's talking to this other person, his ex-girlfriend, and you found out from his Facebook how they're communicating, and it looks to me that maybe she is handling things better than you are. You see what I'm saying, Betty? So I don't know that that's really the way for you to go. Okay, so you're 24 years, he's 31, he's 7 years older than you. Again, maybe also that's kind of, along that the age range is a bit too wide for you to understand his mannerisms, understand his level of maturity, and, stuff like that. So I think, Betty, that you need to kind of cool off and let him make up his mind. If it's you that he's going to be with, you will know. And if he decides he wants to go to his ex girlfriend, Betty, so be it. It's not the end of the world, okay? I appreciate you writing me. I just want you to continue being yourself, but give him a little space. Give him a little space. You're probably working, you're probably out of school. Keep busy. If it's going to be you, it is going to be you. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And do you know that saying about not not getting yourself too entrenched in the things that you cannot control? His feelings you cannot control. You see what I'm saying, Betty? So let him be. Let him be. Go ahead, do your own thing. If he comes back to you, then he's yours. Okay? And stop snooping. Stop going into his Facebook page or his Twitter or Instagram or what have you. Okay? Just cool off a little bit. Cool off a little bit and let's see what happens. Okay, so that was Betty. Thank you for writing, Betty. Now we have this other person, and that will be our last question. But I think we should go on a little break and come right back and deal with this last one.
Have you been told that you are not qualified to own a home simply because of your credit? Or have you been deprived of owning your own commercial center? It's easy somehow. All you need to do is ask RIM. RIM, Real Estate Professionals, will guide you from the beginning to the close of the deal. We do private and commercials. 9898 Dishonest Street, Suite 430N, Houston, Texas 77036. Call now at 713-922-2968 or visit us at www.repro.com. Email sunny.ibrahim2000@yahoo.com. RIM, Real Estate Professionals. Get Naira in Nigeria or get dollars in US. We also make it easy to get your phone available to purchase your desired home here in USA. Try us today. RIM, Real Estate Professionals. We are here to help.
Okay, we are back. And I have one more question from Miss Monica. And Monica says, hello, Ng. Girl, I have been dating my boyfriend for a year now, but I just found out he's still in love with his ex, despite the way she left him for another guy. And we have been dating for 3 months. They broke up about 5 years ago because she was just not, she had other men. It was after we met that he found out that she was even dating other people. That's so I confronted him with the issue, but he said he's confused and doesn't know who to choose because he loves us both. I love him too, but I can't share him. What do I do? Miss Monica, he is telling you that he wants to be with his ex-girlfriend. And here you are concerned about how she left him, cheated him, and all that. Do you think he doesn't know all that? He does. Okay? I mean, I just said to Jenny, if you were listening, I said to Jenny, you can't control how he feels. And you, Miss Monica, my dear, you cannot control how he feels. Despite the fact that she cheated on him and, she was dating other people, he still wants her. Okay? He still wants her. So, you have been dating him for 3 months. He dated this person for a while. I think you said 5 years, right? They broke up. But now he's telling you that he loves both of you and he doesn't know who to choose. Well, Miss Monica, when a guy tells you that there's someone else, he loves that person, he loves you too, what he's really saying is it's over. Why would you want to be in a relationship where the person in the center of that relationship is telling you that he has feelings for somebody else? Miss Monica, okay? You need to move on. You need to be strong. He loves someone else. He's always going to return to that person because that's where his heart is. And when he says he loves both of you, no such thing. Okay? He loves one of you better. He loves one of you more. And it's looking like it's his ex-girlfriend from what you're telling me. You don't want to be a second best, do you? No, no, no. You do not want to be a second best. See, Monica, you are a beautiful person, okay? In and out. And if you are not good for him, in his mind, you need to go to somebody who will cherish you for who you are. You understand me, Monica? Okay? This guy, please, drop him. Drop him. The guts and the nerves to tell you that he doesn't know who to choose because he loves her also and he loves you. Please, don't make a spectacle of yourself. Don't let him decide and come back one day and say, you know what, Monica, it's not you, it's her. And then what? Then you'll be heartbroken. He's preparing you already to go. So please, go. Okay? Monica, just go. He is not worth your time. That's what I'm saying to you. You say you love him. You've only been dating for 3 months. And he's giving you all this nonsense is what I call it. Okay? You are a better person. You can find someone who will value you, who will treasure you, who will love you, and who wants to be with you for who you are. Not someone who will constantly compare you to somebody else that he dated in the past. How insulting. Monica, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you hear me? Okay? Call his bluff. I am ticked by this one. Who is he to tell you that he doesn't know who to choose because he loves you and he loves that one? And then, listen, don't give him the opportunity to come back and say, I've made my choice. It's going to be her. Even if he comes back and says, I've made my choice, it's going to be you. Remember, there's always someone in the background that he's going to compare you to. One thing you do that he doesn't like, he's going to go right back to that other one. I don't want you to be in that kind of relationship. I do not think that you need to put yourself in that sort of box, okay? That Pandora box that you don't know what's going to come out of once it's cracked open. Do you understand? All right. Okay, so now, yeah, I value all of you, Monica, Betty, Jenny, and Gloria. Thank you for writing, and I just want to encourage other people to keep writing because, like I said, all of these burning issues in your relationship, we can come on this show and discuss them, okay? And find a way that you can continue being yourself and enjoying your relationship. I did promise you about some tips, right? And that's what we're going to try to do at the end of every show after we have, questions answered. I'm going to give you some tips. And for today's show, we're going to talk about communication in your relationship. All right? Are you having problems in your relationship? Is this causing a major issue? Right? I mean, are there things that you are going one way and he's going another way? Are there, ways that you can reach common ground that both of you can understand each other without any element of surprises, without any element of confusion, where you saying one thing, he's saying another, nobody understands each other. So I'm going to give you some tips. I'll give you 2 tips for this show, and I want you to watch the next show on the next episode, because we'll be sharing these tips all through this month. Okay, in all of our shows we'll end with some tips. So I have these tips about communication, right? I just want to say this before we even go on those tips. Communication is a two-way thing, right? You talk, the other person listens, you listen, he talks or she talks, and both of you are on the same level. The one receiving, the one speaking, both of you are communicating, and you are clear and you are precise about what you're saying. And at the end of the day, you understand each other. Okay? Now, I want you to know that the first tip I'm going to say to you, I'm going to give you, is number 1. Let me just tell you that you cannot communicate while you are checking your watch, while you are, just shuffling things in your phone and somebody's talking to you. It's the most annoying thing when the person you are speaking to doesn't seem to focus on you. Okay? You can focus on the person talking to you and show it up. First of all, you're showing respect when someone is talking to you and you looking directly at them, right? And you are nodding your head for understanding, and you are affirming what they are saying to you. That is effective communication. So, and oftentimes you see couples, one is talking and the other one is just doing this, even texting, or just scrolling on the phone and doing all kinds of stuff. It is most disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Okay, so I hope you're not doing these things because your partner might find them very offensive. So what I'm saying is, number one tip, and I promise you I'm just going to give you 2 tips or 3. Number 1, pay attention. Pay attention to the person or to your spouse who's talking to you. Focus on them. Look them in the eye. Smile. Nod. Repeat what they just said. Okay? Repeat what, so he's saying, we're going to go to the movie on Thursday, but the problem is at 7:30 when you want me to be there at the movie, I have an appointment. So can we do this for 8 o'clock? Just repeat what he said. Okay, so 8 o'clock works for you. It shows that you were listening. 8 o'clock works for you? Better. Okay? You are listening. You are communicating. You are nodding your head as he was talking. And you just affirmed what he said. So both of you now have an agreement that you're not meeting at 7:30, but you're meeting at 8 o'clock. Okay? So that's the tip that I'm going to give you. Let's see. Maybe I should give you one more about communication. Learn to make an appointment with your partner. All right? Give him a time when you would like to sit and discuss some of those things that are bothering you. Communication. Don't just bottle it up. So there are things that he's been doing that you do not like. Don't just, ignore him, don't talk to him, get upset at him and all that. Make an appointment and say to him, honey, something happened yesterday. You've done that in the past, but I want us to talk about it. Can we meet this Friday for lunch? I get off work at 1 o'clock, and I know your lunchtime is about 2. So can I just wait in my office and then we meet at that cafe where we usually go? do that. You have communicated by making that appointment to discuss, and you gave him a hint. Something happened yesterday, you did something I didn't like, and you've done that before. Can we talk about it? You are communicating. Okay, folks? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that's it for today's show. I really have enjoyed your questions, and I hope you enjoyed the tips that I've just shared with you about how to communicate with your spouse, about those important ways that you can show him or her that you are listening to them, that you care about them, that what they have said makes sense to you. All right. So I want to thank our dear partners for this show. We want to thank Mr. Sani Ibrahim, and we want to thank Mr. Emmanuel from Blue Commerce. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to be back next time to delve into all those questions that just keep bothering you. We're going to address them. We're going to tear them apart. We're going to decipher them, and we're going to make sense of it and also share these things with you. So until next time, ta-ta! David?